Guys, I'm back again with another reaction video, and today we're reacting to 5 reasons you shouldn't mess with the USA. So we're gonna see. I don't think anybody wants to mess with the States, yeah. But we're gonna find out why. So before we do start, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button so you're notified whenever I do upload a video. Anyways, guys, let's check this out.
The collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 90s left the United States as the sole superpower in the world, and it's never looked back. In all aspects of the world, the United States is indeed a superpower, especially when it comes to its military might, which is unsurpassable in its strength, technological superiority, operational capabilities,
you guys are
and
so
power projection
advanced
across the globe. In this video, we'll take a look at the 5 top reasons why you wouldn't want to go against the US military establishment. The United States Air Force is the strongest in the world.
Yes, definitely. I was doing a comparison to Philippines military versus, I believe, Indonesia or Malaysia, one of those. And we're just neighboring countries and we're in the same freaking continent, but Philippines is not doing good, okay? I thought we would be on par, or at least super close to our neighboring countries, but we're so far ahead, far behind. And I don't know where the budget is going. Just comparing to our neighboring country, how much more US, right? It's gonna be like on another level, out of this world.
Only in the number of operational aircraft, but also in technological superiority. The country currently operates a total of over 15,000 military aircraft, combining all the branches of the military service,
I don't know
including
how many
the US Navy, US Army, Coast Guard, and the US Marines.
Probably
As of
not
2017,
even half.
The US Air Force alone has a fleet of over 5,300 aircraft, 406 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and 170 military satellites, greater than any other country in the world. The USA has the largest number of stealth aircraft designed to be silent killers and untrackable by the radar defense systems of most countries in the world. Some of these stealth aircraft include air superiority fighters, such as the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter.
I have no idea what these are.
Spirit.
I know what they are, but I don't know
this technology in the 1980s with the introduction
what they are in an in-depth level.
Stealth aircraft are designed to avoid detection using a variety of technologies.
It's telling us
radar reflection from ground, sea, or air-based radar antennas, thereby reducing its radar cross-section, or RCS. This revolutionary technology allows a 5th-generation aircraft, such as the F-22 Raptor, with a max takeoff weight of 83,500 pounds, to have a radar cross-section of just 0.0001 meters squared. About the size of a kilograms. What's more insane is that the massive B-2 bomber also has the same radar cross-section.
Wow, that is like a stingray. Look at how flat and slick it moves. Wow, never seen such a thing in my life. I don't know how to explain myself.
F-22 Raptor. Thus, it becomes extremely difficult to track stealth aircraft. Even if the enemy spots them on their radar scopes, it's a whole other story to successfully track them and register a missile kill.
Damn, really?
The whole idea behind this technology is to break the chain in which a conventional surface-to-air missile defense system works. It's the same reason countries like China and Russia are also hard at developing
get
their
coffee
own stealth
because
fighter, the Chengdu J-20,
this is
and
giving
the
us a lot of
Su-57,
information.
respectively. These aircraft will allow the US Air Force to assert its air superiority over any battlefield of the future. And we all know that control of these skies is the biggest decider in any war. The next reason why any country going to war with the US military should think twice is because of the strength of the US Navy.
Not even
and
think
its
twice.
over the world's ocean,
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Supercarriers. The US Navy currently operates 11 nuclear-powered Nimitz-class supercarriers.
If I remember, I think our navies might have 2 or 3, or even none. No, I think we do have like two, probably, if I remember
Aircraft
correctly
carrier fleet
from
in
the
world.
video.
The only navy that can come close in terms of technological advancement is probably the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom, but they only have two operational carriers. The Nimitz class of carriers
UK has two, so probably we have like one or something, right?
Placement of over 100,000 tons and can carry a complement of up to 70 aircraft.
That is a lot of
a
tons.
floating small town in the ocean with its own airport. The Nimitz class carriers in themselves are extremely potent offensive weapons, but the way they operate in what is called the carrier strike groups makes these ships even more deadly. A carrier seldom deploys alone. There are always a fleet of surface and underwater assets surrounding them and forming a strike group.
Should be,
These
right?
include guided missile cruisers, a destroyer squadron, attack submarines, and other support vessels.
Whoa!
Together, they project the power of the carrier and at the center
It's like
of
the president of
the While the carrier is carrying out its offensive role with
fleet.
the use of its
How do you call
airwing,
those
the other ships are responsible to protect its flanks against any enemy attack. This combination of offensive and defensive strategy makes the US carrier
Damn, it's a whole freaking
almost
football team.
impenetrable. The United States
Right?
Navy maintains 9 such carrier strike groups, 8 of which are based in the United States and one that's forward deployed to Japan. For over 50 years, this has been the principal element of US power protection, and the Nimitz class of supercarriers are at the center of it all. Despite this, the US is currently in the process of developing a new class of carriers called the Gerald R. Ford class, intended to replace the Nimitz class ships. This new supercarrier will be even more technologically advanced.
Damn, it's huge.
And is expected to continue US dominance of the oceans well into the late 21st century. The third reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is their massive stockpile of nuclear and conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. The ICBM plays the role of the land leg in the US nuclear triad, along with the Trident.
Yeah, nobody should go to war with the US. No, not even dare.
Strategic bombers. ICBMs are launched from ground-based missile silos, achieving high suborbital spaceflight, approximately 1,000 miles above the
I know
surface
my
of the Earth.
word is only wow for this
The missile
entire video,
separates
but
from the warhead, which
I'm
re-enters the
speechless.
atmosphere and
Oh, there's an
free-falls
ad.
to the assigned target at hypersonic speeds.
Oh gosh. Damn.
Today's the day.
US is not playing
Start
games,
something new
guys.
with GoDaddy
Okay.
for free. Choose a domain.
The US military currently operates 400 ICBMs from its base in Wyoming, Montana, and North Dakota. The LGM-30G Minuteman III is the only type of ICBM that is currently operational in the US. The Minuteman III family of ICBMs were first developed in the 1960s as a response to the Soviet nuclear threat. Throughout the Cold War and beyond, these missiles have undergone constant modernization. In the last decade alone, the US military has undertaken $7 billion worth of upgrades. The rocket propulsion engines, the propellants used, the guidance system, and even the
But
flight
well, it
control
takes a
surfaces
lot
have all been
to
refurbished. The upgraded missiles are completely different
manufacture
from
or
its 1960s
to
counterparts,
maintain.
except for the shell. These state-of-the-art improvements and modernization programs have kept the Minuteman III system operational for over 50 years with improved reliability that supports the missile's remarkable 99% alert rate. The latest versions of the missiles have a range of over 8,000 miles, which is greater than the diameter of the Earth at 7,917.5 miles. They can carry multiple 330 kiloton nuclear warheads, which is 20 times greater than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
What?
Not only that, each of these warheads can be assigned to different targets independently. The technology is called Multiple Independently Targetable
The
Reentry
people who
Vehicle, or
freaking
MIRV, and was first developed for the
create
Minuteman III
this
family
is
of missiles.
like,
So
how?
any country messing with the United States will have to deal with this awesome arsenal of firepower, which can be launched at a moment's notice. If it
It's
weren't
just like
the
boom, in a
ICBMs
second
or the
your
stealth fighters
freaking
raining
country's
fire down on
gone.
you, it would be precision-guided munitions, or better known as smart bombs, or PGMs instead. This is another big reason why not messing with the US military is a good idea.
For
All
sure.
branches of the US military use smart bombs in some forms or the other. These weapon systems are designed to be precise and hit a specific target with maximum efficiency. These bombs are so effective that during the First Gulf War, PGMs comprised only 9% of weapons fired, but accounted for 75% of all successful hits. Since then, for the US military at least, the days of normal artillery shells and unguided bombs are long gone. Nowadays, the
Now
military
it's
uses
smart
PGMs
bombs.
from air, ground, and sea.
Damn!
Precision-guided munitions come in
They have
various forms
got
and use
everything
different kinds
covered,
of technologies to achieve precise hits. A large majority of PGMs use the Global Positioning System, or GPS, of satellites to guide their trajectory to target. However, sometimes this becomes a problem, as GPS coverage is not always reliably available everywhere across the globe, or bad weather conditions can hinder operations. Thus, the Office of Naval Research, the Naval Surface Warfare Center, and the Army Research Laboratory have all coordinated to develop the first ever artillery-fired smart munition that will not use GPS guidance. The project is known as Moving Target Artillery Round, or MTAR for short. The MTAR shell can be guided onto stationary as well as moving targets in both.
Oh, wow. Everything is so advanced. And getting even more advanced.
In
Wow.
both land and sea, using a combination of guidance technology. The best part is that these shells can be fired from the existing M777A2 155mm towed howitzer and the M109A7 Paladin integrated management self-propelled 155mm artillery systems already in use by the US military. The shells will also feature an extended range of 40 to 60 miles using rocket boosters to propel them. Once
What?
finished, it will afford the US military another potent weapon system that outclasses others around the world. Lastly, the fifth and final reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is drones. We're all familiar with what an unmanned aerial vehicle or drone is and what it's supposed to do. But in recent years, the usability of UAVs are steadily increasing to encompass all spheres of
The
military
people who
operations.
fly
And the
drones,
US military
right?
is the pioneering spirit behind it.
I don't know how you do it.
At first, used only for surveillance missions, drones were quickly weaponized after the 9/11 attacks and have been extensively used by the US military in the war against terror as an offensive weapon platform. It's forecasted that over the next decades, the US is in line to purchase over 1,000 combat drones of various classifications. Some of them, like the Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel and the Boeing MQ-25 Stingray, are already in the final stages of
Well, like I
development,
said
and once finished,
a while
will provide
ago,
the
the
US
other
military
plane
with
looked like a
state-of-the-art
Stingray.
platforms
I
capable
feel
of
like because of the smoothness of its flow and probably, I don't know, science, so don't quote me on this, but because of the shape, right, it makes it fly smoother, and like you can't hear a loud noise coming from the Stingrays, either the drone or the plane ones, the jet ones, I mean. Ugh, I don't know terminology, so please forgive me.
multi-role operations, ranging from attack missions to aerial refueling.
It's so cute though.
Drone
Just like
technology has reached such heights today that a single UAV can loiter miles above the surface of the Earth for hours, waiting for the target to show its head and sticking with impunity. This capability will allow all the services under the US military to reduce its dependency on manned platforms, thereby reducing the risks during future combat operations.
very, very
These
true.
5 weapon systems make the US military extremely dangerous for any
Air
adversary
Force,
looking to get into a
Navy,
conflict with them. In a conventional warfare setting, it's
the
almost
drones,
impossible to beat the US military
your
machine.
shells.
That's why modern enemies of the United
What else?
States
I'm
are
missing
employing
one
more and
more.
more asymmetric warfare strategies against the mighty US military. Despite that, the US military juggernaut is hands down the most powerful military complex in the world today, and probably will be for decades to come.
Very, very
That's all we
true.
have for you today, folks.
Damn.
Thanks for sticking around till the end.
That was
If
very
you like the video
informative.
and want to stay up to date on cool
That was really, really informative. And this is something that most of the world knows. Like, we don't know the details, but we know that when it comes to like the military, the US has it on lock, right? They have all the how do you call this, like the machineries and everything to not be like reckoned with. So that's very interesting to see all this stuff. Yeah, when things go down, we have to go to the states to, you know, seek for cover, because we can't stay in this country. We're gonna crumble. I'm trying to like lower my voice because why am I even doing so, right? Um, yeah, like I don't know about this country that I'm in right now when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, we will need the US to shield us, right? We need US to take us under your arms and protect us, because we can do so much. Okay, we can do only so much, but not a lot. Well, let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, leave it in the comment section down below what other videos like to react to. The original link of this video will be in the description box down below, so as my social media links. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.